On today's video, Kingdom 440 goes into a civil war as three of the bigger alliances in this kingdom go at it, as there is a dispute about one of the most important events in the kingdom's lifetime, and they are not agreeing on how this should be run. In this video, we're going to talk about that event, talk about my opinion on the subject, as well as show you guys some zeroings, some rallies, some reports, and all that good stuff of a civil war. Is it justified or not? We're about to find out. Sit back, drop a like on the video. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming. Kingdom 440 went into a civil war lately. Two sides did not agree. Two sides that shared the kingdom. Two sides that were kings and owned the ziggurat. That was 40 ML and 40 SK. Silent Killers versus Monkeyland. We'll get to see in a moment these two alliances, their power and all that good stuff. Before we start though, I'm a sponsored content creator by Rise of Kingdoms, and if you enjoy the content, make sure you're subscribing down below and you hit that bell for notifications, because we upload videos about Rise of Kingdoms every single day and stream twice a week too. You don't want to miss that out. 70% of you are not subscribed. Welcome to all of you new subscribers or new viewers. I hope to earn your subscription today. And by the way, we launched our sweet merch store. Link in the description down below. Hats are coming too. For now, trust me when I tell you, this hoodie, not even about the logo or me selling it, is one of the most comfortable ones out there. I've been wearing it like ever since I got it, really. I have 3 of these that I ordered, and I rock them at home almost every day. They're just amazing, and they're super, super light and sweet. But anyway, these two alliances are going ham, and they're going ham on one very important subject. That is Mightiest Governor rules. If you don't know what Mightiest Governor is an event that happens every other week in which there are 5 phases: killing event, barbarian hunting, gathering, power leveling, like going up in power, and then kill event. Kill event lasting 2 days. Now, in most kingdoms, what ends up happening is that there is some sort of rule or limitation or setup on this event to try to make sure that the legendary commanders that are earned out of this event go to the correct places, and we'll call it correct places as of right now, but that's a loaded statement. Those who place high on Mightiest Governor get a bunch of legendary commander sculptures, which they can use to upgrade their commanders. Now, in this war, the problem was that 40 SK, according to Monkeyland ML, they wanted to have kill event banned in Mightiest Governor. They essentially wanted to make it so that only the training day would be allowed, as well as the other 4 phases. But truthfully, in an event like this, in Mightiest Governor, and by the way, we're going to go look at the alliances momentarily. In Mightiest Governor, the decision of who wins is based on 2 days: training event and killing event. These are 2 days in which most points are accrued, and that's usually how you know who's going to win the event. Now, more often than not, what ends up happening in kingdoms like Kingdom 59, for example, killing event has a limitation because, truthfully, you're just killing troops from inside your kingdom and wasting a ton of resources for sculptures. And in return, you get to a point where when you fight against other kingdoms, you don't have resources or the troops available to go out and fight. And so in Kingdom 59, for example, we have a 10 million point limitation for killing event, and you can go ham on the training day. Apparently, and this is just, again, apparently, the folks of 40 SK wanted a ban on killing event, so no killing event during Mightiest Governor, and that would essentially ensure that only those who have the most speed ups and resources to train as many troops as possible on the training day would be able to win the event. Now, what ends up happening in these types of events is that folks who are either free to play or lower spender or something like that can have the ability to place very decently by getting points during killing event, because all they really need is resources and the healing speed ups, and that is much cheaper than training troops per se. And so the fight here between 40 ML and 40 SK was for attempting to unlock killing event. Now, I talked to a few people in 40 ML, as you can see, I'm in their alliance, and they're essentially saying that what they wanted was to lift the ban on KE, or at least make it so that Every other Mightiest Governor KE would be open or would have like a high limitation so that folks could try to get in there and try to gain some sculptures without having to be like the top dog, top whale, spending the most money to get the training done to get the troops that way, to get the sculptures that way. Now, I have heard of many different ways Mightiest Governor is treated in different kingdoms. There are kingdoms which literally set up who is going to be first place all the way down to 10th, and then folks need to respect that. And there are kingdoms who do what Kingdom 59 does, which is go crazy during training day. You have X amount of points you can get during killing event, and that's it. And there are other kingdoms who just say, go wild. Now, I can tell you that I've been in a top kingdom that someone within that kingdom gained more than 200 million points during killing event, which means he/she, whoever he is or she is, spent a stupendous amount of resources and speed ups to heal his or her troops, as well as cost whoever he or she fought a ton of resources and speed ups, or only resources. Let's say they slow healed a ton of resources to get those troops back, essentially. It's a little bit of a controversial topic because to an extent, you got to be able to allow the kingdom to flourish and grow and enjoy the events and compete for events. But at the same time, killing event is really a burdensome thing. And quite frankly, Mightiest Governor is a very outdated event. Mightiest Governor is a fantastic event in kingdoms that are fairly new, where there's still like sides to the kingdom and it's not like a fully united kingdom. But once first KVK happens, usually most kingdoms unite to go out against other kingdoms, and when they win KVK, they come back as a united kingdom and they remain a united kingdom. And at that point, like, killing event is pointless. If you ask me, killing event is by far more than outdated. It needs a rework. That killing event is a joke. It's literally an attempt to make you fight and give you that an endorphin rush of like the craziness of the fun of the war. But the cost of it is only on you and your kingdom rather than other individuals. And it actually harms your own progress long term in KVK and big events. And so I can understand why the monkeys wanted to open up killing event. They wanted to give more people the opportunity to fight for sculptures in Mightiest Governor. At the same time, I can understand why wanting to ban KE and Mightiest Governor is a thing, because it really doesn't serve the kingdom as a whole. I don't think either side is wrong. I think that both sides have very, very good points, and there could have potentially been some sort of like way to work out a middle ground, kind of like, maybe one Mightiest Governor out of the month, or every other Mightiest Governor would have like KE open or something like that, and that way the bigger players could get 2 of these Mightiest Governors that they know that all they got to do is train, and then the other 2 they'd have to fight as well or not compete for at all. One of the things that I haven't seen yet is like someone going, okay, so this Mightiest Governor has KE. I'm going to have to spend a stupid amount of speed ups on training and then a stupid amount of speed ups on KE. Skip! I'll come in the next Mightiest Governor, which has no KE in it, just blow out some troops and get the sculptures. A lot of folks want to get the Mightiest Governor win again and again and again at all costs, and I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. I can understand, again, wanting to potentially have your rally leaders. This poor dude, by the way, got zeroed. I felt bad for him, Monkey. I think he was online too. Like, this is crazy stuff going on in this. You guys saw a bunch of reports, tons of cities getting zeroed. It was just madness. It was complete madness. And monkeys at some point backed off. They're like, all right, we don't need this. Let's find us a new home and get out of here. But by the time that happened, a lot of folks got zeroed. Anyway, I can understand all of this situation. It sucks when a kingdom cannot reach an agreement and so they duke it out in a civil war. Everybody loses at the end of that day. If you ask me what's the best approach for Mightiest Governor and KE in general, unfortunately, the inconvenient truth is that Mightiest Governor is an event that's designed for whales. It's designed for people who are just going to blast during a training event. And quite frankly, if you enable the killing event, then all you're doing is essentially you're going to make the whales go even bigger during training events so they can be safe during KE. Now, realistically, those who are looking for points in KE are not looking to place like first place. They're looking to place somewhere within top 25 to top 15 so they can get that 5 to 10 sculptures and unlock the commander. To make your way all the way up to top 5, top 4, top 1 from KE means that nobody trained almost anything. Training 300k tier 5s will get you 30 million points, which in KE points is going to require from you a little bit of work. And you can get those points quite easily if you're killing tier 5s, but once you're getting to tier 4 wars and healing and all that, 30 million points is not that easy. So if you get people who can do like 1 million tier 5s every month or so, once every 2 months, once every 4 Mightiest Governors, they can secure a victory, and that's that. I think that Mightiest Governor shouldn't be with open KE. I think that open KE kill event is a disaster for a kingdom. There should be a Mightiest Governor KE limit, in my opinion, but in a kingdom that wants to limit the people who get sculptures, I would say that maybe one of the 4 Mightiest Governors, you get your big whales, your big guys to agree to just not go for that event and allow other folks to compete for it. I think that if you set up a situation where the whales have 3 of the 4 Mightiest Governors where they go ham on and compete with each other during training event to get those sculptures, then you can allow the rest of the community in your kingdom 1 KE where they don't need to train 2.5 million tier 5 stand up in first place. You got to train some still, but maybe allow KE as well, not 1 KVK and that 1 MGE, but find something in the middle. I like how JWM does it in Kingdom 59. 10 million KE points tells me that I know how much I need to train to place myself in a certain place, and to gain the sculptures I need to grow and I need to be more equipped with troops, which means more useful for the kingdom, and therefore I get the sculptures. The 10 million KE points are fun and all, but so long as I have more than 10 million points from the place that I want to get to, I don't even do KE. But that's my personal thought about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the little bit of Civil War footage we caught, because these guys actually went nuts for like a good while and then just called it. But I'm Gekko. I'm out of here. I appreciate every single one of you who watched this video. Drop the like on it, all the good stuff. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how your KE is in your kingdom, as well as how do you guys think KE should be handled. And I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Enjoy the rest of your week and take care. Tomorrow, we have a very big video. We're going to reveal our honor points. Finally! Take care. Peace. This guy's got 0-2, by the way. Poor guy. Peace.